Why does it feel like that music is faster? Kind of
Hey,
feels
it's
like that.
got a little upbeatness to it.
Yeah, we don't need that. We're screwed. Episode 64 of the Illini Basketball Podcast. And, things aren't going well, I would say.
Eh,
It's,
it is what it is.
Panic mode nearing that point, I think.
1,200 people in the portal. I mean,
yeah.
So you got to think that a fourth of the Illini team is going to enter the portal, right? Man, I hope not. But hey, anyways.
If Lieb wants to go, he can go. If he wants to go play somewhere, he can. I don't think he will, but
we might need him next year.
I cannot believe that we're doing that. Just unreal. I mean, let's go on a positive note and talk about last year's team before the Loyola Chicago game, which is the season awards, 4 different awards. You got MVP. We all know who that's going to be. Defensive Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, Breakout Player of the Year, which they could all be the same, really, for those two at least. But MVP is Io, and there's no really discussion to have.
Right. That's the easy pick. Io, 26-5, first time in, 18 years that's happened. I'm probably oversaying that, but yeah. Io all the way. I mean, I guess you could have made an argument for Kofi, but I think it has to be Io.
I don't think you can make an argument for Kofi, to be honest.
But, wow. Okay. Guess we don't need him next year. Go ahead and leave, Kofi.
No, they could use him, but whatever. I agree. I don't really think there's anyone even close. Obviously, it hurt his case a little bit when they were winning when he was out, but at the end of the day, I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Defensive Player of the Year. You have who?
I have Trent Frazier.
Okay.
Led the team in steals, pretty much locked down every team scorer all year. I don't know how you're going to pick somebody else, but I assume that you're going to.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll take Trent. I just don't think there's anybody else that played enough that was good enough defensively. You could say that Io is, but that's just kind of unfair.
But Trent was, he had to guard the guy for everybody else's team, unless the guy was, 6'6", 6'7", and then Io had him a little bit. Grandison might have guarded him, and DeMonte. I got to say, for DeMonte's size, he is a very good defender, but when you're looking for the guy to chase somebody around and lock people down, he did it against Bohannon, did it against a bunch of other guys. So
Marcus Carr, everybody. Even though Dwayne Washington Jr., who guarded him? They had someone on him, and then Io went on him to try to slow him down. But I don't remember who was guarding him at first. Miller?
I want to say it was probably Miller, but
oh jeez, who exactly? Freshman of the Year, you would have thought it would have been Miller, but it's not.
And this might be why he's leaving. But Andre Curbelo, by far the best freshman. The most, I'd say that people underestimated him when he first came. Throughout the season, people were mad at him because of how he played and, the things he did, but still, he, towards the end of the season, he had the ball most of the time and he was fairly efficient with it. I mean, when you have the ball all the time, you're going to turn the ball over some. And Illinois was prone to turn the ball over all year. It didn't matter who had it. So to be mad about Curbelo turning it over, he got a little out of control sometimes, but man, he is good. And he is, especially now, he is going to be the future of this program.
He didn't start one game.
Nope. Didn't need to. 6th man of the year.
And breakout player of the year.
Player of the year.
We didn't even do 6 man. I forgot about that being an existing.
That's all right. He would have been everything.
Exactly. To smoke some weed and shut up. My God. So that's kind of what you have to say to the people that complain about him. And
exactly.
Gross, I guess. And
over the last 10 games, he was averaging double-digit points. So he's going to have to continue to do that next year because It seems like
he's going to be playing with a bunch of losers.
Going to have whoa. Seems like we're going to have a lot of freshmen playing.
Maybe. Seems like we're going to have a
again. There's 1,200 people in the transfer portal, so
yeah, it's not looking good though. Who's coach of the year on the team?
Antigua.
Okay, I just completely destroyed a pen cap. Hang
on. Coach of the year, Antigua.
I don't know why you say that when we're trying to get Underwood on this.
I mean, Brad Underwood, obviously.
Jeez.
I mean, why wouldn't it be Underwood? He's the coach.
Do you have the Underwood quote about Adam Miller leaving?
I do.
That for this. All right, so let's start now. Adam Miller entering the transfer portal. Started every game as a freshman. Now he wants to leave. Wasn't that good of a fit anyway, if you really actually think about it. Like, I was surprised just because I kind of felt like he was locked in, and I was ready for Miller and Curbelo next season. But
and it seemed like afterwards he was still posting orange and blue stuff. To say it was a shock, it's probably an understatement, but you look at it and you think about it. Like, I've been thinking, it's been 2 days now because he announced on April 1st, not a good day to announce you're entering the transfer portal. First off. And the first thing I saw was Hawkins said April Fool's LOL. The more I think about it, I think that, everybody's like, I don't know if he can play with Io. I think he came to play with Io because he knew this team had a shot to do something. His other options were Arizona. We talked to Sean Paul yesterday on just the main basketball one, and he thinks that will probably go to Arizona or Arizona State. But if he would have went to Arizona, they couldn't have played in the tournament this year. So why not come to Illinois where you're probably going to make the tournament and then go from there? I did see Derek Piper said something about his mom wasn't happy all year. That is what it is. I get it. The kid probably should have played more. Down the stretch, I don't think he played enough. In the final game against Loyola, we talked about it. I don't think he played enough. And then once Curbelo started developing, he kind of took the ball over. And I still don't see Miller as a guard, like a point guard. But if that's what he wants to be, he's not going to be able to do it here. So I don't know. Underwood on Adam Miller. Quote, Adam was a big part of our success this season, starting every game as a freshman and contributing not just on offense, but defensively as well. He has a very bright future ahead, and we wish him all the best.
And then that tweet that says, translation, what else am I supposed to effing do?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you think about it, and how good is he supposed to be as a 6'2" spot-up shooter in the Big Ten?
Right.
Like, I don't think that was a very good role anyway.
Yeah, and I guess if he wants to be a point guard, he's going to have to go find somewhere where
he was creating his own opportunities when Io was out.
Down the stretch, yes, he was. He still scared me every time he put the ball on the ground, though. I mean,
because he never did it until like the last 2 weeks of the season.
But Loyola exposed him when he would. Loyola exposed Io when he put the ball on the ground too. But he's pure lefty. He dribbles without protecting the ball. So for him to move into that spot, I don't know. I think that if Kofi would stay and they develop Kofi into a good passer, that would be huge for him, because Miller obviously had the green light this year. He would have it even more next year. But if Kofi could get an entry pass and then skip it over to Miller in the corner, I think that would have been really good.
Here's the thing. Okay.
Yes. What's this?
So I forgot what I was going to say, but here, I got it. Okay.
All right.
We should probably give him props for the fact that he wasn't like a locker room issue this year when he could have been, I guess, because he was a big freshman coming in. He was ranked around the same as Io was coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And, he actually became more of a defensive player when he didn't have to. He could have just effed off and sat on the bench and left during the season.
Yeah, but I think he's the kind of guy that wants to improve his game. And I think that was probably, a big part of that.
But I think
A
most
lot of
cases,
people talked about how he didn't look happy all season. I don't really see that. I didn't see that, but it
they
is
want
what
him
it
to
is.
force it so they can think that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's gotta show me that he looks happy, or else I'm just gonna bitch and say he doesn't. But the other thing is like he why do I keep forgetting what I'm saying? I think I'm like what I'm losing it. I really am. Anyway, yeah, his situation had leaving in the middle of the season, going somewhere else written all over it, and he didn't do that. So props.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, be upset that he left or whatever, but it is what it is right now with the play next year rule. Right now, everybody's kind of testing the waters. I don't think that Miller's the kind of guy that's going to come back to Illinois. I know some people have said that. I don't see that happening. He is in how do you do that? How do you say, hey, I'm going to go check out, who else is out there? But I might come back. That's tough. I get that some guys do that.
If you have a statement, and,
and there's talk of Armand Franklin.
He's going to
maybe coming to Illinois. He's one of those guys, but he had a situation where he could do that because their coach got fired.
Yeah.
This isn't the same situation. Now, if Brad would have left and went to Texas, or if he goes to North Carolina,
I bet Texas had a binder of coaching candidates and Underwood was not on there.
I agree. Interesting. Adam Miller did tweet out a guy, Illini rant on Twitter, which is a terrible name. So was Adam Miller lying through his teeth the entire year about loving the U of I? And Adam Miller replied, props to him. He said, never, but fans like you tarnish the appreciation of the overall stature of Illinois, whatever that means. There's bad fans everywhere. It is what it is. I wish the kid nothing but good luck. Thanks for coming. Thanks for, helping Illinois win a Big Ten championship tournament. Got the gear.
You see the banner I got there? It's a good one.
Where?
Oh, banner in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Nailed it. He's doing
finger hearts. I don't know what that means. I think maybe he's changing his nickname, but it is what it is. He developed. He's probably gonna go to Arizona from what it sounds like.
Hopefully Arizona State though.
Sean Miller can do whatever he wants with him. It will be interesting if he does go to Arizona playing him. So it was one thing. It was one thing when Mark Smith and them went to Missouri and you knew you were going to play him. But
hey, at least Adam Miller didn't completely suck like Mark Smith did when Mark Smith played at Illinois.
True. So,
and Adam Miller hasn't been a little biatch like Mark Smith was on his way out. I cannot stand Mark Smith. Seriously, what a loser. Isn't he in the transfer portal? Is he coming back? Bring him back. Just kidding.
Bring him back.
If you want to see some wide open air ball threes in the corner, why not bring Mark Smith back? But, obviously I'm not serious. And anyone comparing this situation with Adam Miller to Io is stupid. Oh, Io didn't leave after his first year. Io was guaranteed to be the guy on the team.
Yeah.
The guy.
And when Io stayed, they won 12 games. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Io came to change the program. Adam Miller is the kind of guy that is going to go find his, and there's nothing wrong with that. Io had a different mindset, so there's no comparison between the two. The kid wants to play in the NBA. He wants to find a place where he is going to be the guy. With Curbelo now, I don't think that anybody saw that. With Curbelo, he's not going to be the guy. He's not going to handle the ball. He's going to play a wing and try to make threes. And he wasn't that good at shooting this year. So he wants to create. Let him create. So.
Yep. I mean, what can you do? Wish him the best of luck. Hopefully he doesn't go to Arizona. That would be nice. Go play for Bobby Hurley. Wouldn't you rather play for someone who won national championships as a player, not some douchebag, sweaty cheater like Sean Miller?
And Bobby Hurley's getting some transfers right now. So
yeah, he can play with Enoch Boyake at Arizona State.
Yeah.
There you go. and they'll be in the tournament, I'm sure. So there you go. All right, we'll move on now to this news, which was today that Illinois landed their first transfer, Omar Payne, who I believe was a former 4-star. I think he was a top 50 guy coming out.
I believe that he was 45 and Kofi was 46. I think I saw.
Yeah, he's 6'10", 230, so I guess he's going to play the 5 if Kofi doesn't come back, which I don't love. But
I mean, I think the thing is, everybody talked about. I know Kofi's a bigger body. I mean, he has 60 pounds
yeah.
this guy, but everybody talks about, at least last year they talked about how Kofi had only played 4 years of basketball. Blah blah blah. They don't talk about it anymore because he has developed into such a good player, and I think that's a lot to do with Antigua and the coaching staff. So I'm hoping that they can get him ready to be not as good as Kofi, but at least
he seems like much more of a defender than Kofi, rim protector.
Yes, but if Curbelo's getting in the lane, as long as you got a 6'10" guy that can dunk the ball, I think you're going to be okay.
And it's not like he's 6'10", 230. I think he'll be playing probably a little heavier than that at Illinois, you'd think.
Yeah, probably.
But that's not like a Chet Holmgren 7 foot 200.
No.
Even though Chet Holmgren's extremely skilled and will play Gonzaga, so he's not got to worry about. He'll be right there with Matt Harms. They'll be perfect together.
Yes,
Gonzaga, BYU.
That would be a matchup.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren will have 40 and 30, but we can't really talk about him without the whole SEC tournament thing where he had an extremely dirty play and elbowed John Fulkerson in the head. That was really bad. So any Illini fans that was talking about Matty Sissoko from Michigan State, I mean, this was worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you should probably apologize to Sissoko a little bit, right? Because, you were a little mean to him. I'm just saying. We have to accept this guy because he's going to be on the team, but
right,
it's a weird situation. Because I commented on that play when it happened. I was like, that's one of the dirtiest plays I've ever seen. He should probably never play again this season, I guess. Even though he did play against Oral Roberts in the tournament, he didn't play against Virginia Tech. So, yeah, I mean, I don't love that. Hopefully he doesn't do that here.
True.
Yeah, he averaged around 15 minutes a game for both seasons, and he averaged 3 points, 3 rebounds.
So is this the last big that Illinois – I mean, Illinois just done? This was their guy to get?
I mean, who's going to back him up? Hawkins?
Lieb.
You think Hawkins will put on some weight and he'll be able to do that maybe?
Man, I don't know.
This is the future in the front court. Not looking great.
It's not. But we've had Kofi the last 2 years. I mean, it's not.
Maybe he'll return. It's
going to be a while.
Omar Payne will be off the bench for him.
That would be amazing.
But why would Omar Payne come here if that was the case?
I don't know, because he thinks that he's a 4. I don't know.
I guess he could play the 4. That would be a big lineup. I mean, it has worked in the past. Look at Kentucky in 2015.
True.
They had 2'6'6", 6'9", 6'11", 7 foot. It worked. But, obviously different players. His best game of his career was in 2020 against Auburn. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 9 for 9 from the field. So, of course, I'm not sure that the rim protection and front court defense in the SEC is anything near the Big Ten. But,
True.
We'll see. So they got to transfer. They might get another one.
Yeah.
5 days from now, Namari Burnett will decide. Don't think they're going to get him, but
yeah, sounds not promising.
Which kind of sucks. I think he would have been a really good fit.
Yeah,
with Miller gone especially. But whatever. So we move on. Will the Illini have an even heavier dose of freshmen this season? You have to think that Goody and RJ Melendez and I'm assuming Podzimski will eventually commit. I think they're going to have pretty significant roles. I think at least one of them will start. And yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because they're really going to be lacking in guards now. You got Hutcherson and Grandison, who are basically 3-4s. I mean, they're not really the guard material. And then who else do they have? I mean, honestly, with Miller gone,
Luke Goody could be a guard.
Yeah, Goody. I mean, these three guys, Goody, Melendez, and Pazimski. It sounds like Ty Washington is leaning towards Kansas, so not going to get him. But again, another
Wouldn't
freshman.
fit either way.
So, all these. I was worried about scholarships, and now I don't think we're going to have to worry.
Now you're worried about.
No, I'm worried about having a team.
Yeah.
So
not great. At least Pazimski's got some size to him. He's 6'5". That helps.
Yeah, and I think Goody's 6'5", and Melendez is 6'5".
Goody and Melendez are 6'7".
That's why I said 6'7".
Okay. So a couple more here. Is Georgie leaving? Seems like that might be the case.
Yeah. I guess there's talk that he's going to go overseas and test the pro waters.
I think he can graduate early. That's why he's doing this.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if he can graduate early. I mean, that's I think he's homesick is what it sounds like. And now that all his guys are, Io's leaving, Frazier, DeMonte, those were his guys. And now we're going to get a bunch of freshmen. And so I could see it happening. I don't know.
Best of luck to him, obviously.
Yeah.
But
we don't know. That's
it's a rumor
going around the rumor mill.
And this is the Last Dance version where everybody leaves and they don't win the championship. So we're seeing that in the same state too.
Sad.
Chicago and Champaign.
Sad.
There you go. All right, final thing. Prediction for the 2021-22 lineup. Not great looking right now. So I think it's safe to say Curbelo is going to start at point guard unless he enters the transfer portal. So
not
a guarantee that he doesn't, but I think we both think Podziemski, as long as he commits, will probably start at the 2 unless they get Namari Burnett or another transfer.
Yeah, unless they get a transfer, I see Podziemski getting that spot.
Hutcherson,
which is fine. I think
if he's healthy, Hutcherson will start at the 3 if he's healthy. You think Grandison will start again? I don't think so.
I think Grandison will start over a freshman.
Nope.
They're going to need more experience out there.
Okay, either way, Grandison or Melendez will start at the 4. That's a guarantee. You heard it here first on April 3rd, 2021 at 1:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. So
write it down.
Yeah. And then at the 5, it's looking like Omar Payne's going to get that unless someone else comes in or Kofi stays or something.
Yeah. What's Kofi? Have you looked at Kofi's status lately in the draft? Is he early second round?
I saw like middle second round, late second round.
Okay. So there's still an opportunity. That is going to be the deciding factor on if this is just going to be miserable.
Why would he want to come back though?
I don't know. Develop a mid-range game, maybe.
Especially if Georgie's going to leave.
But the thing is,
Kofi's not coming back.
I don't see them. Even if he develops a mid-range game, I don't see Illinois using him that way. No. Right? They're not going to bring him out to the elbow to shoot.
It would be nice to have that every once in a while. But
it'd be amazing.
Yeah, if Georgie's actually going to leave, why would Kofi want to come back?
True.
So literally the biggest roster turnover in the history of the game at this point. They're literally going to have 2 guys that played on last year's team significantly stay.
Yeah.
And Grandison started, but he didn't play a ton of minutes. And Curbelo was off the bench.
And I feel
Hawkins barely played.
I feel like this is where we were at last year after the season. We thought Io was leaving. We thought Kofi was leaving. Maybe Io comes back.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Io and Kofi come back. One last ride.
Let's unfinished business. Isn't that their hashtag? They didn't finish it.
Yeah, they didn't finish it. They got their asses beat. But whatever. We got a comment here.
Oh. Any info come out on why? From what we've heard is that he just wasn't I'm going to say his mom wasn't happy.
That can't be the only reason, though.
I'm sure it's not the only reason. Maybe Illinois has another guard in the transfer portal they're thinking about. You don't know. Did you call anybody?
We're screwed. That's what I know.
The sky is not falling.
They're not going to make a tournament next year, honestly. I don't see it.
Really?
Especially in the Big Ten. I don't know if I see it.
Oh, boy.
Indiana should be better because they'll return everybody. And they'll have a different system. So they'll actually score some points probably. And then
I think they'll surprise you.
They'll surprise you.
Do you think Adam Miller was that important?
Io, Kofi, were they not important?
Yeah, they were important.
Frazier, DeMonte.
But Kofi can still come back.
Georgie. Everybody's gone.
The whole team.
We are screwed. They're literally going to have 3 players that actually played on last year's roster on this one.
That's
Hawkins, who barely played. Granison started, didn't play that much, and Curbelo. All I have to say is this. These freshmen better be good. This is a lot of pressure. Don't suck, honestly. Podzimski, make a shot, dude. Seriously. If he's actually going to come here, maybe he's listening to this now. He's like, maybe I should go to Kentucky.
Yeah, probably.
Play with Nolan Hickman, who's looks like a really good point guard going there. Which is why Miller won't go to Kentucky right there because of Nolan Hickman.
Podzimski's supposed to announce on his birthday, right? Which is like 3 days.
Who does that? That is so weird. I don't even know if I want him now. I like that.
Anyways. You don't want Podzimski, is that what you just said?
If he's doing that on his birthday, that seems a little weird.
I don't know if he's really doing it on his birthday. That might have been somebody else.
His birthday is February 25th.
Okay, so he's not doing it on his birthday.
Who's
doing it on their birthday?
Is it Burnett?
Luke Goody, just like Kedrick Prince's thing, said, "Told you fans, relax. They got this. Just watch."
Oh, because of Omar Payne? That's probably what he's thinking about.
And Illini Rant, terrible name, said, "Yeah, adding a guy that averages 3 points per game really shows they got this. I'll wait and see if they get any real upgrades."
Is that the douchebag that went after Adam Miller? He's an idiot. Yeah. He's like what I would be like if I was on Twitter the way that I am on this podcast. Just like going after people.
Kids these days. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Adults these days going after kids.
Me and Adam Miller are the same age.
Georgie gone.
Seems
Georgie graduates this spring.
Yeah, see, I told you. He wouldn't leave if he wasn't graduating, I guarantee it. He seems like a big education guy.
I just, whatever happened to the Trey Mitchell talk? What's going on there?
Whatever happened to Brad Underwood, being liked by his players? Let's start that. You want to start that rumor?
Let's not.
Ooh, Illinois players hate Brad Underwood. All right, well, it is what it is. This season was good. Back down to the basement we go. So we'll find out. Maybe next time we do a podcast, there'll be a little bit of a brighter outlook.
How many minutes did you say Payne averaged?
15.
Payne led the country in ball screen efficiency action last year at a 99% rate.
So that means Curbelo is going to have 20 assists a game?
That's what we're hoping.
Yeah, you know what they'll do? They'll be like, he was great at Florida at screening and ball screening and stuff, but let's not do that here. We should change him. That's probably what will happen. But, next time we're back on this podcast, I don't know if we'll be talking about transfer news. If Burnett comes here, we might have to do something with that, maybe. Oh, yeah. And if they get another bigger transfer, like if Adam Miller comes back, because he should, if he's watching this right now, he should just do it. But maybe we'll have Brad Underwood on with us. Probably not. That'll probably be later if it even happens, because he's probably listening to this and how you said Antigua was the coach of the year. We'll see.
I'm sure he's listening.
Just know that we have a list of guests that we want to try to get on, and we'll see if we can get any of those. If we go 1 for 6, because I think there's 6 on there right now, that's pretty good. So you got to take that. All right. That's it from us. We'll be back some point in the next month.
Hopefully with some good news.
Yeah, we'll reach episode 60 or so before the season starts probably, so that'll be good. And that is that, and we must go. I don't know.